one wants to watch a video about the boring ways on how you can earn and grow wealth for the long term, because everyone wants the quick fix. Everyone wants to buy the hottest crypto, the hottest stock right now that will give them money. But if you want to make it last, you want something that's generational, you want something that won't just benefit you for today, you want something that will grow for you over the long term. Don't look at it from a long-term horizon, but look at it from the lens of compounding. Look at it from the lens of, I put money in right now with the very goal of, as it continues to earn, as I continue to get more from it, I'll just reinvest it. In this video, I want to talk about and share how important that long-term investing really works. A lot of people always focus on short-term gains, which is doable, which happens. And if for those who are in the stock market or in the crypto market, you've seen how certain stocks or cryptos have moved very, very fast pace also on the short term. A lot of attention is placed towards that, which, because it's exciting, something worth talking about. But I've been saying this over and over, that it's the boring things in life that will make you rich. It's the boring things in life that no one talks about, that requires discipline, that requires sacrifice, that requires going against the flow, that requires doing something that's different, that will give you the ability to have not just money, but to keep it, to make it work hard for you, and to also last. Because it's one thing to earn it, but it's one thing to keep it, it's one thing to maintain it, it's one thing to make it work hard for you, and it's one thing also to make it last. So I just want to talk about compounding interest, and you're going to see a chart right here that's comparing an investment that's compounding interest that shows you this, and then an investment that's linear. How do you make compounding interest work, and how does it actually become super, super amazing? The basic principle of it is basically, you put in your money into an investment, and it's not just about putting in your money and leaving it for the long term, but putting in money, as it starts to earn, whatever you get from it, you put it back on. You remove the potential for that investment to earn further if, as you start earning, those earnings, you pocket it and you take it away and you use it. The best thing that you could ever do from the earnings of your investment is just to reinvest it. And I'll say this over and over, that's why it's so important that when you start investing also, you have to create mechanisms not to take it out. Especially in crypto, especially in stocks, it's so easy to take it out that the temptation to use it, the temptation to spend it on stuff that don't matter is there. And it's so easy for it to actually happen. That's why it's so important that for compounding interest to work on your behalf is that as you earn, don't touch it, reinvest it. I want to show this also, as you can see the chart right here. There's a certain point that compounding interest versus linearly earning from that investment, when you look at it for the short term, the first few years, there's no significant difference. But somewhere around the 7th year, that's when you see it start to deviate from each other. But it doesn't stop there. As the years go by, the difference between compounding, you did not take away your investment, you reinvested what you got, versus someone who just left it, you will see a very, 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 very big difference. And how much more if you actually took away your investments. And I'll say this over and over, if there's one thing I want you to do, is that when you earn from your investments, don't take it out, reinvest it. You will see that there's a very, very big difference on how massive it will be. And that's what it is essentially. You are reinvesting your profits. And if you're reinvesting your earning, then suddenly it's not so risky anymore. Why? This is your capital. If your capital goes to zero, of course it hurts, because what you got was something from your wage, was something from your salary, was something you worked hard for. But essentially, compounding interest is you earn something, and it's literally what you've earned working hard for you. People always glorify or talk about the money working for you part, but it's what will give you the audacity to take on more risk, because even if that goes to zero, it was just a portion of your profit. It wasn't anymore part of your capital. And that's what makes it interesting, and that's the secret of, you see any great investor out there, they don't just have conviction on a certain investment, they don't just have the ability to hodl it, and they didn't just spend a lot of time learning more about it, that they're comfortable in the midst of the volatility, that they're comfortable to be disciplined enough to be able to put in money. One of their biggest secrets is they don't touch it, and they just reinvest it. And I know that's something that's boring. I know that's something that no one wants to talk about. And I know that's something that it doesn't require a lot of skill on it. No one wants to watch a video about the boring ways on how you can earn and grow wealth for the long term, because everyone wants the quick fix. Everyone wants to buy the hottest crypto, the hottest stock right now that will give them money. But if you want to make it last, you want something that's generational. You want something that won't just benefit you for today. You want something that will grow for you over the long term. Don't look at it from a long-term horizon, but look at it from the lens of compounding. Look at it from the lens of, I put money in right now with the very goal of, as it continues to earn, as I continue to get more from it, I'll just reinvest it. I showed here in the graph that somehow the inflection point is at the 7th year. But look how big will it be when it's at the 20th year, on the 30th year. So imagine how strong and powerful an investment is, that you invested in something that's superior, that you didn't touch it, but as it continued to earn, you reinvested it. And how much more if you have extra, you pile on and you add to it. Then that becomes even bigger, that becomes even better, and that becomes even stronger. So what are the key takeaways here? Have the discipline to set aside a specific amount of money that you would want to invest regularly with a long-term horizon. You are investing in that asset class because you understand it really, really well, and you want to allot a specific amount of it. It could be Bitcoin, it could be Apple stock, but it should be something that you study very, very well. It could be the S&P 500, but it should be something that you study very well. You can take the volatility. When it's down, you're not panicking. So fixed amount of money that you want to put on a regular basis, that your time horizon is at the long term. And if it generates dividends for you, or if you're staking it, if it's a cryptocurrency, whatever you get from it, you pile it back on, you reinvest it, and you don't touch it. That requires discipline, not to be scared when markets are down, not to be greedy when markets are up. That requires sacrifice because you're setting aside money today, not touching it and spending it on some of your wants, so that you can create a better financial future for you. And that's a game. It's boring. It's not what everyone else is doing. But I'll say this over and over. If you do what everyone else is doing, you're gonna end up like everyone else. If you do the opposite as compared to what everyone's doing, meaning you're taking the time to sacrifice, to save, you're setting aside money, you're investing, you're not thinking about get rich quick, you're thinking about get rich right, you're thinking about doing this for the long term, you're thinking about not what you will get today, but what you will get in next number of years. And you look at it from a perspective of, you're planting for the future. You're not planting for the short term. You're planting and wanting to have a very, very big tree. You can reap the fruits of it also. That's where it gets exciting. So compounding interest, compounding long term, sacrificing, discipline, not touching your investments, putting in more, thinking about it for the long term, holding it is the game. If you want to learn more, hundreds, thousands of videos are in the description below. They're all free. If you want to learn from my books, you can check it out down below. If you want to learn from the webinars, down below as well. Everything you need to know to learn about it and to actually start, even the brokerages and exchanges that you can actually try are down below as well. If you've made it this far, like, share, subscribe, smash the bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about investing. That's it for now. Marvingermo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.